Okay, so I'm really fucking pissed right now. Ignore them as Rachel in the back. So a little explanation, right? So I took a pottery class last year while I was pregnant in high school. I'm not like a professional by any means, but I took a lot of pride in the pieces that I created. I'm gonna go over like a quick rundown of like the steps in making a sculpture out of clay. So first you would like knead the dough to make it soft and elastic so that you can bend it and shape it how you want. And then you would make the separate like pieces to your sculpture. Like say you're making a cat, you would make the 4 legs, you would make the body, you would make the neck, the head, the ear, everything separate, and then you would score it and then spray it with a little bit of water, and then you would blend it in. And then you would do the carving or the details, anything else that you needed to add to the piece. And then you would let it completely dry all the way through. Depending on how thick the sculpture was, would depend on how long it takes to dry. And then you would glaze it, which is basically like painting it, but it's a little bit different than that. You dip it into a glaze and then you bake it in the kiln, which is the last step, is the kiln, which is like a very, very, very high temperature that bakes the clay all the way through, along with the glaze. Anyways, so I made 2 like distinct pieces. I made a lot of pieces, but these are my 2 very favorite pieces that I made. The only ones that I took home, actually. This was my first sculpture piece that I made. I also made a mug and like some bowls and stuff like that, but this was my first sculpture. The brown peeking through is just the clay peeking through the glaze because the coat wasn't thick enough of glaze. I ended up like really appreciating the like uniqueness of the brown. Like it's not just a simple like perfect store-bought giraffe. Like it's clearly homemade. I did end up appreciating that part of it. It's a plant pot. There was a plant in here for a while. I really, really like this piece. It was one of my favorites that I made. The blue actually I did when I found out the gender of Adonis. So this was the first one. And then the second one. This, I was so fucking proud of this piece. It took me like 8 fucking weeks to perfect this. Like 8 weeks. It's a recreation of the Venus of Willendorf. If you don't know who that is, it's most widely known for like fertility. It's a fertility statue, to say the least. It's known to be one of the oldest living ancient like artifacts. I think it's 25 to 30,000 years old. It was originally made out of limestone. Obviously mine is made out of clay. This is my recreation of it. It doesn't look exactly like it, but that's one of the reasons I love it so much, because I tried so hard to make it look perfect. It still didn't, but I think it looks pretty fucking good. Just really quick, this is the original one. And this is the front of mine, the right side and the left side. But anyways, you want to know where these are? In the trash. Abraham threw them away. His mother apparently gave it to him and he threw them away. I've been looking everywhere for them and I just called him and he threw them away.